You were meant to see this video. Bro, it's time to lock the fuck in. It's your boy DeAndre Saxon coming to you from beautiful Dubai. You guys watched me for the first time. I earned my first 7 figures at 25. But you gotta lock in, bro. If you watched my last video, we talked about you have to create a new version of yourself. What does it mean to lock in? First of all, a lot of people will say, man, I'm locking in, bro. I'm gonna hit the gym. They do it for 1 month and they go back to the old shit. They said they're gonna stop smoking weed. They keep smoking weed. Boy, to get to the next level in your life, you're gonna have to lock in. What does it actually mean to lock in? It's not just going to the gym, stopping weed, stopping video games. Boy, it's so much bigger than this. Here's what we're gonna have to do. I'm gonna lay out the entire system for you right here. So by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do. Step number 1, we have to create a new version of yourself. What does that person actually look like? So in order to get to a new level in life, what does that level even look like? Most men are walking around and they don't even know what they want. Think about this. Imagine you're gonna go on a road trip and you're leaving Miami and you're gonna drive to on a road trip, but you have no destination. Which way are you gonna turn, left or right? It doesn't matter at that point because you don't have a destination. Where are you going, bro? What kind of car do you want? What color? What spec? Where do you want to live? How do you want to live? What kind of business do you want? You have to get very clear on where exactly are you going and what exactly do you want. You have to write that down like a map. You know, like when you go to the mall and there's a map and it says X, you are here. Well, first of all, we have to understand where are we going. In the last video, make sure you check it out, we talked about where you're at now, cutting your vices, making sure you're locking the fuck in. But now we're actually creating that new version and stepping forward. So here's what you're gonna do. Get out a piece of paper and a pen and write down exactly what you want your life to look like. Guys, this is what I did. And 45 days later, I was earning 100 grand a month from fucking being broke, sleeping in my car, sleeping on air mattresses, and just fucking struggling. I got out a piece of paper, my mentor said, and I did exactly that. I wrote down exactly how much money I want, what kind of car that I want, where I want to live. I wanted to live in the most expensive building in Miami. I did all of that stuff by 25 years old. Why? Because I got out a piece of paper and a pen, and I wrote down exactly how I wanted to live my life. Man, it's hot as a bitch out here in Dubai right now. Shit, and the sun started coming out. I try to record these videos first thing in the morning, but it is what it is. Man, your boy looking fresh as fuck. I love all white fits. Got the Cartier here. Nice little chain. But so we got to clear what we want. Number 2 is we have to now understand where your habits are coming from, because you can consciously say, oh dude, I'm gonna lock in, I'm gonna hit the gym, I'm gonna make more money, I'm gonna start that business, I'm gonna stop smoking weed, but then you fall back to your old bullshit within 2 to 3 weeks. Why? Because there's 2 parts of your mind. You have your conscious mind, which is your thinking mind, your intellectual mind. It's the mind you went to school with. And then you have your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is your emotional mind, but most importantly, it's the mind that controls your habits. Bro, your habits are what formulate your life. So in order to change your future version of yourself, you have to change what causes your habits, which is the subconscious mind. Right now, within your subconscious mind, there's an image of you being a broke-ass motherfucker, living at your mom's house, smoking weed, not hitting the gym, being inconsistent, getting on the hub, all these kind of things. That's an old version of yourself. So in order to get that version out, we have to put a new one in. Well, what's that new version? The script that we just wrote. So what we have to do is we got to take that new version of yourself that you just wrote on a piece of paper, and we got to plant it in that subconscious mind so we can get out that bullshit version of yourself and start putting in the new winner's version of yourself. The man who's earning 6 to 7 figures, the man who's in the gym, the man who's got his mind right, the man who's good with girls. Man, there's girls out here waiting for you, bro, to get your shit together, because there's too many pussy-ass dudes out here. And they're waiting for you to get your shit together so that they can go to you, man. Trust me, bro, let me tell you this. I need some help out here. There's too many beautiful women that I need your help, boy, to come out here and help me entertain these girls. But you got to get your stuff together. Okay, so now we're going to plant that into the subconscious mind. How are we going to do that? Repetition. You're going to read that image. You're going to see that new version of yourself over and over and over and over and over again. Think about this. How did you learn English? Or if you know a second language, how did you learn that second language? Well, you heard it over and over and over again. Repetition is how you learn. Repetition is how you plant to the subconscious mind. So we're going to take that version of yourself that we wrote, and we're going to plant it into the subconscious mind by consistently seeing it in meditation, visualization, reading it, writing it, seeing that new version of yourself. And after we do that, you'll plant it into your mind. Now we go to the third part. We got to act like that person. Boy, you got to cut your vices. We talked about in the last video. That new version of yourself, he's not smoking weed. He's not drinking alcohol. He's not on the hub. He's not chasing bitches on the weekend and blowing his money on the weekend on alcohol. You can't do that if you're locking in, bro. Do you understand me? For a period of time, while they call it monk mode, locking in, you can't do that shit. You're gonna have to lock the fuck in and do those things so that you get to the next level. Start to act like that person. What time would he wake up? How would his money habits be? What is now that we got a clear image of what that is, you have to start acting like that man now. It's not until you start acting like him now, before you have the success, before you have the money, that it actually starts to manifest. That is the key there. So we wrote what we want. We start to plant it into the subconscious mind by hearing it every day. Then you got to act like that person. You got to drop the vices. You got to walk like him. Put your shoulders back. I had to scoot over. It's hot as a bitch out here in Dubai right now. It's probably like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's like already 100 or something. But anyways, guys, so what's the action step on how we're going to get that into action, that new version, those new actions? Okay, get out a piece of paper again. Trust me, you got to do this. And you have to differentiate your difference between where you're at now and that future life. And what are the habits that you're doing now that you can't do into the future? Guys, if it's the hub, which we all know is that, you got to drop that. That's killing your attention. The next thing is the alcohol, the drugs, the vices, all these kind of things. And okay, that's all clear. But there's other stuff that only you know personally that you need to stop doing to implement to go to the next version. And you know deep down inside, because your consciousness, which is the true authentic voice of God within you, is telling you, bro, you need to stop doing this to go to the next level, or you need to start doing this. You know, what I've come to realize over 5 years of studying mindset and just like living life and traveling and just doing my thing is, for most of the time, it's not what you need to add into your life to go to the next level. It's what you got to take away. It's the bullshit that you're telling yourself, that you're implementing. And if we already have this spiritual perfection within us, this authentic voice of God that tells us the guidance, but a lot of the time it's cluttered and dirty because of BS, vice, limiting belief, and all this just muddiness in your attention and your thinking because of the bullshit and the drugs and the alcohol that you're doing. So if we can just simply get rid of that stuff, you'll notice that you'll quantum leap just simply off of that. So we got clear on what we wanted. We're starting to planting into our subconscious mind, taking that old self-image, putting in the new one. And then third and finally, we're starting to act like that person because we wrote down exactly what that person would act like, and we're starting to act like that person now. Now, this is the final part. The hardest part is doing it every single day until. That's the answer. DeAndre, is it 30 days? Until. Is it 6 months? Until. What is it worth to you for you to go out there and live your dream life? Until you make it happen, bro. For me, it took 45 days. For others, it takes 6 months. Well, it took me 5 years to find success. But once I learned these principles, it took me 45 days to get to 100 grand a month. Does that make sense? So you do it until. But brother, subscribe to my channel, and I'm going to be here to pour into you and give you the advice that you need so that you can go to the next level. I'll see you guys soon.